Today we are doing a pick a card video for June 2023. I have 5 cards, so think of your number now. Hi everyone, I'm Donna Stellhorn, your practical astrologer and your practical tarot reader, and I'm the author of Tarot Reading the Natural Way. It's a video course, the link is in the description. Today we are doing a pick a card video for June 2023. This card will represent the opportunities and challenges you may experience in June of 2023. And so I have cards 1 through 5, so think of your number now. So if you chose card number 1, you got the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups means that you want to be master of your emotions and that you have an opportunity to be so. And that means that when emotional difficulties come up, you can rise above. When other people are upset around you, you can be the cool head. In the card, what we see is the king is sitting on a throne made of stone that actually seems to be floating in the water. Around him, everything is tumultuous, but the king is calm. This is your opportunity to look at things from this more sense of mastery, where you don't have to be tossed around by other people's emotions or what they say or what they do, that you can remain calm because you know what's important to you, you have your priorities straight, you know what your goals are, and that you also trust yourself so that you don't have to get caught up in other people's drama. Now, the King of Cups also indicates that there is some sort of mastery or power in a relationship. So if you're interested in someone, maybe this is the time to have that conversation with them, to talk about your feelings, but from a place where you have a cool head. This is also where you could maybe take control of a situation in a relationship and guide it to a better outcome. Overall, this is a very good card, and you want to really lean into this and use this energy, because when you are master of your emotions, you really can call the shots in your life. If you chose card number 2, you get the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a person who's kind of like a pope or a religious leader, and they are a person who has a great deal of knowledge and power. In this card, we see that there's actually 3 people, and so that means that you could be any person in the card, or you could be all the people in the card. So if you identify with the Hierophant themselves, you might be teaching a class, or maybe instructing others. You might be privy to important information, or you may be getting your status elevated in some way, like getting a promotion. If you identify more with one of the students that are at the feet of the Hierophant, then maybe you're in school, maybe you are taking a test, or maybe you're trying to learn something on your own, and this card would indicate it might be a good idea to get a tutor. If you are identifying with the entire card, which is what most people would do, then you have an opportunity to teach something as well as learn something. And we see at the feet of the Hierophant there is a set of keys. That means that you have the key to unlock more knowledge if you need it. So this is a great card, especially if you want to learn something new, if you need to teach something, write something, publish something. This is a great card. If you chose card number 3, you get the Page of Pentacles. Now, this is a very interesting card because this does indicate that some new money could be coming to you. However, if you notice in the card how the coin is just balanced on the page's fingertips, it's like the opportunity is there, but maybe you're not yet embracing it. Like someone offering you a promotion and more money, but you're not sure if you want that extra responsibility. Or you know that there's another job out there for you, but you haven't yet applied. So this also could be that you're starting a business and that you are trying to make this money, but maybe you haven't embraced the aspects of the business that actually make the money, and that is going to get the customers or putting the product out into the world. So this is a card about learning how to do these things. So this is not to say you were supposed to do this already. This is the time where the money is right there, and it's time for you to take a hold of it. And you do that in a very thoughtful way, in a careful way, but you do it one step at a time, as we see with the Page of Pentacles, him taking the step forward. If you chose card number 4, you get the Ace of Cups. When you get an ace, that means that some new energy is happening within 1 month, and this would be energy that is emotionally satisfying or having to do with love and relationships. And so it's quite possible that if you're looking for new love, that someone is coming along for you. That's fantastic. It's also quite possible that some other emotionally satisfying thing could be happening, like completing a project or getting some feedback on something that you've done, and that feedback's very positive, getting some sort of award or recognition, and that makes you feel good. So you're not so concerned with the status that brings you, but just that you received the compliment or the notice, and that feels good. But as I said before, this often has to do with love relationships. And so if you're already in a love relationship, this is to look for the things that are strong and good about that relationship and expand those. If you are looking for love, then this means that love could come around in any corner. And so you want to keep your eyes open and be ready to greet the world. And where we see the dove coming down with the Eucharist, this is that there's a blessing coming from heaven itself. And so this is a very good sign that something that's wonderful can happen for you this month. So again, keep your eyes open. If you chose card number 5, you get the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is a very interesting card because we see a person here who has money, and they have quite a lot of it. There is money at the top and under their feet, and they are holding on to it very tight. Now, behind them, the entire city is going on, and there's exciting things and fun things and people to meet. But in this card, you are sitting there so focused on your security, so focused on holding on to money that you might be missing out on opportunities. And so what do you do about this? Well, one of those things might be to recognize that if you were able to get the job that you have, to get the money that you have, to get whatever level of security that you have, that you can get it again, and you can probably do better. Another thing would be to look at what is making you feel insecure. Is it that you don't have a good emergency fund, or your insurance has lapsed, or that there is something else that feels threatening to your security, and how do you shore that up? Because there are ways to do it. We see it in the card where he does securely have a grip on that money. Now, once the money gets more organized, once you are looking at your money and say, I know where things are, and I know how much I have, and I know that I can survive this long, then you can get up from this stool and go into the city and make more money and make connections and have a good time. So right now, it says you're extremely focused on your security and your, where your money is. And you need to take some active steps so that you yourself don't have to be the rooster guarding the hen house, that you put in an alarm system and then you're free to go do what you want. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in learning the tarot, I hope you check out my video course and stay tuned because LaRue wants to say hi.